Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living coming to you live from Costa Rica in the sunshine today. And I'm doing this one in the sunshine today because this talk is on vitamin D, how it relates to sunshine and how we can store that sunshine up, or how you can store that sunshine up for the winter. Or no, how we can store that sunshine up, because let me tell you a little ditty about down here, and this has actually happened the last week. And this is why I think I take a little bit more than more sun than is actually would be necessary to maintain a perfect, like maintaining like I already have a great vitamin D level, which I don't know. I don't have the money to test. I don't know where to go to test. But anyhow, okay, you guys have your winter, and yes, we don't have a winter down here. But when rainy season gets here, even if we don't have a lot of water for the year, like say these last 4 days, we haven't. One day we had a little bit of rain, but it's been overcast where I couldn't get sun. So I will go through periods down here too where I'm not able to get sun, and that's why then I look back at those times where I'm kind of like, you know, okay, Jack, maybe you're taking too much sun, and I'm like saying, okay, well, you're storing up, because you know I'll get on kicks where I'm able to get out every day, you know, for 7 or 8 days in a row. And I'm generally, this is just for me, like I say, people have their own, this is a sensitive issue about taking sun and sunscreen and not sunscreen and all that, so your mileage may vary. I'm just telling you what I do. I possibly push it sometime, because yeah, we all get a little addicted. Everybody gets a little bit. You start seeing, you know, I do it for the vitamin D, but I start seeing a little bit of a glow and a little bit darker skin. And yeah, my normal sun exposure is about 40 to 45 minutes. I usually well, I like laying on my back. I do stuff, I listen to videos, I read. So I lay on my back for about 25 minutes usually, and then on my stomach for about 20. So about 45 minutes of sun. I'm kind of starting, you know, I'm going to see how much you know, if it's going to stay cloudy like this. And I was thinking about reducing it down to just like about 15 minutes on each side. And like I say, you know, sometimes I get 7 times a week. This week I haven't been out. Today's Thursday. I know I haven't been out. I haven't been out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, so I've missed 4 days. Anyhow, the point of this one is, especially for you people in northern climates or places that get cold weather. Now you might have to supplement down the road, but take advantage now. Now's the time to get that sun in. Summertime is here. And this vitamin D, just among, I mean, you can read what the benefits are. That's pretty much, that's beginner stuff. You know, everybody knows you need vitamin D. Vitamin D, the main thing though, is so important for regulating the amount of calcium and phosphorus in your body. It's very important for your bone health. Now, like I say, the amount that you take in, that varies. I've read, you know, and like I say, I took a compilation of notes from different places. Spending like, some people say as little as 5 minutes per day of sunlight to expose skin between the hours of 11 and 4 p.m. And it's kind of, you know, I try to get my sun during the middle of the day. Now, I just don't see how 5 minutes could do it, but I'm reading another source here that says while light-skinned people can make enough with 10 to 15 minutes of sun exposure per day. And that's in the middle of the day and on a day when sunburn is possible. Now, the reason for that is let me see if I'm getting this right, because when we get to the technical stuff, I have to make sure that I'm saying the right thing, and I don't think I got that down, but okay. Oh yeah, okay. Middle hours of the day for vitamin D. Why? Because the UVB rays, I had the UVB and the UVA rays mixed out. The UVB rays are filtered out more than the UVA rays as you get closer to sunset. And the UVB rays are the ones that are, you know, that lead to the production of vitamin D, where UVA rays are associated with melanoma. So the rays during the day, more beneficial. Also during the middle of the day, you don't have to be out there as long. The only advice I would give, and I don't even want to give advice, like I say, this is for me, is just like, you know, start slow. Don't let yourself, you don't want to get pink, you don't want to burn. You might get pink the first day or two just because you're new to exposing your skin, or you're coming off the winter. And you know, another thing too though, as I get a little bit darker, it says we need, if you tan well or have a darker skin tone, you might need more time, up to 20 minutes. Now, the reason I like to get that little bit extra, and I was always wondering about this, and I've been looking it up recently, and I've found, and through a consensus of different sources that I'm looking at, not sure if it's 100%, but fortunately, if you get enough sun exposure in the summer, your body will make and store enough D to get you through the winter. Now, one thing to think about here, and this might be factoring in on supplementation in the winter or whatever, this doesn't work as well if you're obese, because body fat holds on to vitamin D tenaciously and doesn't release it efficiently, says this particular study says Michael Hollick, PhD, MD, and expert at Boston University. Storing vitamin D in fat, and your liver can supply your needs through the winter months if you don't get enough vitamin D in your diet. Blah, 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 blah. So, now is the time, people, and it's a good excuse. It's a good excuse. Get out in the sun. You know, get as much sun exposure. Well, not as much. Be responsible and take it in at a sensible pace. But one thing I will tell you, too, that I was telling somebody the other day, I'm being the resident tanning expert, even though that's not the purpose of why I'm doing it. The place where I work, kids were laying around the pool, and I see them slathering on all this crappy sunscreen. And I just tell them for practical reasons, I said, do you want to get as dark a tan as possible? I said, you can lay around that pool and put sunscreen on and lay out for hours and hours. I said, but just do what I do at my home. I'm like, okay, you're kind of white. Start out, I don't want to burn you, just to make sure, start out with 5 or 10 minutes on each side, but with no sunscreen. And there's something about that 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 tan just gets deeper and deeper. I was noticing back a few months ago when I was really just taking sun every day, I was just getting this deeper shade. And you will notice that deeper tan doesn't tend to go away. That's just a little bit of the superficial there, but I know there's people out there, they're always thinking they want to look good, and we all do. I enjoy having a little bit of sun on me. But remember, it's mainly for the D. And us, well, everybody needs it, because, you know, it's kind of a misconception that it's like, well, it's us vegans that really have to watch out for this. Well, no, because people really don't absorb the calcium that they're getting from these dairy products. So I would imagine that much like with B12, if you tested 100 vegans and you tested 100 people on SAD, I don't think you would have any more vegans necessarily than SAD eaters that were deficient in vitamin D. But anyhow, yeah, now's the time. Get out. Try to take the sun, if possible, on as big a, you know, some people just try to go out and get a little on their sun and on their face. But try to take that in on as much of your skin as possible. Now, I don't know if there's really any health benefits to it for me, but like I told you, I like to take my sun natural. There's just become this thing for me. I don't know if it gives me more vitamin D. I don't know if it does anything for my health other than just my mentally. I enjoy that. I like having nothing on. I like that sun just coming down and being absorbed all over my body. It's just a great feeling. I just get out in the sun, and it's probably good I got a private place there. I'll probably roll around and ride around and just enjoy it like a dog. You ever seen a dog on the beach just laying on his back, flopping around? But anyhow, that's it for today. No need to just keep talking about it. But I just wanted to, just a little reminder, if you're not doing it already, we just got through Memorial Day. Summer's just begun. Start getting that vitamin D now, and start storing that vitamin D up for when the weather gets colder again. Kind of like a squirrel hiding nuts for the winter. You got to store up that vitamin D in your body. Anyhow, hope you guys like this little message for the day. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel. And we're almost to the end of the week. Hang in there, folks. Peace.